The Himalayas. A majestic range that stretches across 5 countries, including India, Nepal, Bhutan, China, and Pakistan. These towering peaks are not just a geographical feature. They are a symbol of natural grandeur and spiritual significance. The Himalayas have been a source of inspiration for countless generations, drawing adventurers, pilgrims, and seekers of wisdom from all corners of the globe. Towering peaks, piercing the sky. These mountains are home to some of the highest summits in the world, including Mount Everest, the tallest of them all. The sheer scale and beauty of these peaks are awe-inspiring, creating a landscape that is both formidable and breathtaking. The Himalayas are not just mountains, they are a testament to the power and majesty of nature, a land shrouded in mystery, steeped in ancient traditions. This is Tibet. Nestled within the embrace of the Himalayas, Tibet is a region that has long fascinated the world with its unique culture and spiritual heritage. The landscape is dotted with ancient temples and monasteries, each telling a story of devotion and resilience. The people of Tibet have preserved their traditions through centuries of change, maintaining a way of life that is deeply connected to their environment and beliefs. Home to the Dalai Lama, vibrant monasteries, and polyandry. Yes, Tibet is a land of contrasts and surprises. The Dalai Lama, the spiritual leader of Tibetan Buddhism, is a figure of global significance, advocating for peace and compassion. The monasteries, with their colorful prayer flags and chanting monks, are centers of spiritual practice and community life. And then, there's the practice of polyandry, a tradition that might seem unusual to outsiders but is an integral part of Tibetan society. Yes, you heard that right. Polyandry, where one woman has multiple husbands, is a practice that has existed in Tibet for centuries. It is a tradition that has evolved in response to the unique social and environmental conditions of the region. In a land where resources are scarce and the terrain is challenging, polyandry has provided a way to ensure the survival and stability of families. In this remote corner of the world, one woman taking multiple husbands is not a taboo subject. It is a practical solution to the challenges of life in the high Himalayas. By sharing a wife, brothers can keep their family land intact and work together to support their household. This practice also helps to limit population growth in a region where resources are limited. It's a way of life. For many Tibetan families, polyandry is a tradition that has been passed down through generations. It is a system that fosters cooperation and mutual support, allowing families to thrive in a harsh and unforgiving environment. The daily lives of these families are a testament to their resilience and adaptability as they work together to overcome the challenges of their surroundings. A tradition woven into the fabric of Tibetan society for centuries. Polyandry is just one aspect of the rich cultural tapestry of Tibet. The people of this region have a deep connection to their history and heritage, which is reflected in their art, music, and daily practices. From intricate weaving and handicrafts to the vibrant festivals that mark the Tibetan calendar, every aspect of life here is infused with a sense of tradition and continuity. Come with me, let's explore this unique custom. As we journey through the villages and landscapes of Tibet, we will meet the people who live this tradition every day. We will hear their stories and learn about the values and beliefs that underpin their way of life. This is an opportunity to gain a deeper understanding of a culture that is both ancient and enduring. Let's understand the why behind this ancient practice. By delving into the history and context of polyandry in Tibet, we can appreciate the wisdom and resilience of the people who have maintained this tradition for centuries. Join me as we uncover the layers of this fascinating custom and discover the heart of Tibetan culture. Polyandry. The term might not be familiar to many, but it holds a significant place in certain cultures around the world. The word itself might sound strange, foreign. It evokes curiosity and perhaps even confusion. In essence, it's the flip side of polygamy. While polygamy involves one man marrying multiple women, polyandry is the practice of one woman marrying multiple men. We're talking about a woman marrying multiple men. This practice is not just a theoretical concept, but a living tradition in some parts of the world. Not just any men though. Typically these are brothers. This form of polyandry is known as fraternal polyandry. Fraternal polyandry, they call it. It's a practice deeply rooted in the traditions and survival strategies of certain communities. Imagine a family unit where brothers share a wife, share a life. This arrangement is not just about marriage but about creating a cohesive family unit. Share the responsibility of children and land. The brothers work together to support the family, ensuring that the land is cultivated and the children are cared for. It's a concept that challenges our preconceived notions of marriage and family. In many societies, the idea of one woman having multiple husbands is unheard of, but in these communities it's a practical solution. But in Tibet, it's about practicality, survival, and keeping traditions alive. The harsh environment and limited resources make this practice a sensible choice. It ensures that the family land remains intact, and that the family can support itself through collective effort. Polyandry also strengthens community bonds. Families are interconnected, and the practice fosters a sense of unity and cooperation among the people. Traditions are passed down through generations, and the practice of polyandry is a part of this cultural heritage. It's a way of life that has been sustained for centuries, adapting to the changing times while preserving its core values. In a polyandrous household, daily life is a shared experience. From working the fields to raising children, every task is a collective effort. This shared responsibility creates a strong family bond and ensures that everyone contributes to the well-being of the household. While the concept of polyandry may seem unusual to outsiders, for those who practice it, it's a way of life that brings stability and harmony. It's a testament to the adaptability and resilience of human societies in the face of challenging environments. Unveiling polyandry is not just about understanding a different marital practice, it's about appreciating the diverse ways in which human beings organize their lives and communities. It's a reminder that there is no one-size-fits-all approach to family and marriage. Tibet, a harsh and unforgiving landscape. Here life clings to the mountain slopes. Resources are scarce, land even more so. Polyandry for generations has been a way to combat this scarcity. By marrying a single wife, brothers ensure their ancestral land remains undivided. No splitting of already limited resources. It's a pragmatic solution to a very real problem. A way to ensure the family's survival in one of the world's most extreme environments. So how does this work in practice? Imagine a household with a wife, her husbands, and their children. The eldest brother typically holds a position of authority. He manages the land, makes decisions. The younger brothers contribute equally, working the land, caring for livestock, raising the children, and the wife? She holds a position of respect, managing the household and ensuring harmony within this unique family unit. I met Tenzin, a yak herder, on my travels. He and his two younger brothers shared a wife, Pema. Their bond was undeniable. They worked side by side, their laughter echoing across the high-altitude plains. Pema, a pillar of strength, managed their household with grace. They spoke of their arrangement with a matter-of-factness that was both surprising and enlightening. Love, in its own way, bloomed in this unconventional family unit. But the winds of change are blowing across the Tibetan plateau. This vast, serene landscape, known for its timeless beauty and ancient traditions, is now at the cusp of transformation. The once isolated and remote villages are beginning to feel the ripple effects of modernity. Roads are being built, connecting these high-altitude communities to the bustling cities beyond the mountains. With these roads come new opportunities, but also new challenges. Modernity is knocking on the door, bringing with it new ideas and aspirations. The contrast between the old and the new is stark. Traditional Tibetan houses with their intricate woodwork and colorful prayer flags stand side by side with modern buildings made of concrete and glass. The infrastructure is evolving, with schools, hospitals, and markets springing up, offering services that were once unimaginable in these remote areas. I met Dolma, a young woman in a village slowly embracing the outside world. She confessed her struggle. Dolma is torn between two worlds. On one hand, she feels a deep connection to her heritage, the customs and the way of life that her ancestors have followed for generations. On the other hand, she is drawn to the possibilities that modern education and technology offer. She dreams of becoming a teacher, of traveling beyond the mountains, and of making a difference in her community. To follow tradition, marry her betrothed, or forge her own path. This is the dilemma that many young Tibetans face today. The pressure to conform to traditional roles and expectations is immense. Families and communities have long relied on these customs to maintain social harmony and continuity. Yet, the allure of forging one's own path, of making individual choices, is becoming increasingly compelling. The allure of education, of choosing her own destiny, weighed heavily on her. Education is seen as a gateway to a better future, a means to break free from the constraints of traditional roles. For Dolma, studying is not just about acquiring knowledge, it's about empowerment, about having the freedom to make her own decisions and to shape her own life. She spends hours poring over books, dreaming of the day when she can step into a classroom as a teacher. Polyandry, once an unquestioned way of life, is now facing the challenges of a rapidly changing world. This practice, where a woman marries multiple brothers, has been a cornerstone of Tibetan society, helping to keep land and resources within the family. However, as modern values and lifestyles seep into these communities, the younger generation is beginning to question its relevance. They are seeking new ways to balance respect for their heritage with the desire for personal freedom and modernity. Traveling through Tibet, immersing myself in this unique culture, forces us to confront our own preconceived notions. What we may find strange, even shocking, is, for others, a way of life passed down through generations. It's a reminder that our world is a tapestry of cultures, each with its own beauty, its own traditions, its own way of life. Understanding, not judging, is the key to appreciating the richness of this human tapestry. This journey through Tibet, exploring the complexities of polyandry, is just a taste of the kind of stories we aim to bring you. Stories that challenge, that enlighten, that celebrate the sheer diversity of human experience. Stories that remind us that the world is a fascinating, endlessly surprising place waiting to be discovered. So, join us. Subscribe to our channel and embark on a journey of cultural exploration. Let's celebrate the differences that make us human. Let's keep the spirit of curiosity alive. Together, let's explore the world, one story at a time.